Welcome to Small Town Shit, where I'll be there in 5 minutes is a suggestion, errands are never quick, and everyone somehow knows where you've been.
This is not a gossip podcast, but if you recognize yourself, that's between you and God.
We're talking about the everyday things that only make sense in a small town, unwritten rules, familiar faces, and places that double as a social event.
The gas station, the grocery store, the one road everyone avoids for no reason.
So if you grew up here, moved away and came back, or swore you'd never live in a small town and somehow did,
congratulations, you're one of us now. I'm Mel.
And I'm Jessie, and this is Small Town Shit.
Welcome
to
the Small Town Shit. We have a great day today. I think so. My day's been crazy. How's your day been?
It wasn't that bad.
No?
No.
I mean, this week has been a little crazy. I was almost having to be the president of our booster club.
Oh, yeah. I didn't get to experience that, though. I did get a little salty when I listened to your...
My meeting?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you said, well, the only people that matter are already here.
But I meant...
I was like,
no,
what about Jessie?
No, oh, okay.
You already knew my vote, though.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. I'm sorry.
You were like, what do we have?
You're
like,
here.
how many booster club members do we have?
Well, you're here in spirit. That's what I'm like. I just think of. I did not mean it like that.
I know.
I'm
You
sorry.
didn't. I'm just teasing you.
I'm sorry. Yeah, but I luckily avoided power. So I don't have to do that anymore. I think I figured out this. Hold on. I think it's because I put it in low power mode.
Oh,
Pause.
I'm really excited for you, though, that you don't have to. It's going to be great.
Yeah, we are excited that I don't have to be the booster club. I would not be the president. I'm the vice president. So one time our president texted me and he was like, he said something and I said, oh, I don't even have the password to that. And he goes, what? You're the VP. I said, yeah, I'm like Biden. I just stand there to look pretty. I don't actually do anything. He thought that was funny. But I truly feel like I just like work in concession stand and that's it.
Well, I mean, I only work in the hospitality room. I help you in concession. I can't do it by myself. I get too anxious.
Yeah.
I'm like, what if I count the change wrong? Or what if I accidentally charge somebody $200 and it was only supposed to be $2?
One time somebody gave me a 20 and I gave them change back for a 5 and then they came back and I was like, I am so thanks for coming back. And like
they checked.
I mean, yeah, but they were like, these people are trying to rip us off. I'm like, no, I'm just a dumb blonde. I'm sorry. That's why I don't
Sorry,
work.
I thought you were donating.
I don't work the register. I love to sling nachos.
Yeah, I'll sling nachos and chili dogs all day.
All day.
Don't put me at the register.
Walking tacos, whatever it is, we'll do it. Harvey texted me earlier and he was like, are you okay? And I texted him a picture of the stair climber and I was like, sort of.
It's always questionable on that thing.
Well, I did 110 flights of stairs in 19 minutes.
No.
So I was like,
No,
I was going very fast. And he's like, why would you do that? I said, I wanted to sweat it out. And he was like, what? I said, the day. The week, everything I've had. I just
agree.
needed a minute. And I didn't want to be on the stair climber the whole time. Anyways, what's up with you?
Not much. I worked a little bit today. Went to the gym. I had to walk by myself, though.
I'm so sorry. This week is going to be a weird week. Next week we'll be back to normal. Okay?
We'll get a schedule figured out.
Yeah. Well, yeah, next week will be a lot better because I'll have more of an idea. Hi, Harvey. Okay, everybody clearly doesn't know that listening to the podcast, I got a new job and I am a personal assistant for somebody in town, which is so cool. She owns a couple different businesses. She's super sweet. But Harvey was like, so did you figure out like on your first day, like what you're going to be doing or like what every day looks like? I'm like, no, that's a tomorrow conversation. We had other things to do, like she had a business meeting and we had some other things and I had to get in the system and then I started doing other stuff because I had a list of things. I'm like, we didn't really talk about what every week's going to look like.
Yeah, I don't think you guys are going to know either, though, for a little bit.
No, I told her, well, it will always be different. As somebody's personal
Yeah.
assistant who owns 2 different businesses and is the head of the PTA and all these things, like every day, everything I do will look different. But I just was like trying to figure out like a somewhat like, okay, we need to
Schedule.
meet on these days.
Yeah.
Just so like you can give me an update of what I need to do, and then I'll just do it. And that works great for me because I can still live my life and do everything else.
You're pretty good at winging it too.
I'm very flexible. I don't get caught up in like, well, I was supposed to be doing this. I'm very flexible. And Harvey hates it because I hate making decisions, because I know that like with food or where we're going or things like that, there are people who care. And they'll be thinking like, oh, I really don't want to go there. I could care less. You could take me to Chuck E. Cheese. You could take me to Long John Silver's. I'm always down for an adventure. Truly, I am always a down, like wherever you want to go, I'll go with you. Always.
So I don't think I've ever told you this, but the way like my mind works, if I have a doctor's appointment at 3:00, I can't do anything else that day.
At 3 p.m.
Yeah, but I have to like tell myself like, yes, you can, Jessie.
Yeah.
So in my mind, when I know I have like something at a certain time, like if I'm like, oh, I have a doctor's appointment at 3, we can't do anything today. I have a doctor's appointment at 3.
Yeah. It's because you're focused on it.
Yeah, that's part of that ADHD stuff.
Yeah.
So, which is interesting, like figuring out that that's what that's from. So like, I just thought I was, like, man, when I would tell people that, I'm like, I have a doctor's appointment at 3. I can't do anything this, before that. And they're like, why? I feel like you would be like,
I'm
why?
like, it's 3 p.m., girl. That's like the end of the day. I do. Okay. So here's the thing though. Like, I'm not good at like, I won't be the one, like, I don't want to make the decisions, like, ever. Like, where do you want to eat?
Like
what do you
that
want for
too.
this or that? Like, I just don't want to make the decisions. But, like, when I know things need to be done, I will map it all out. Like, today, I was like, Corbin, I have to drop you off early. And I'm going to drive as far as I can into the other town that I need to be in. And I will park wherever. I literally took a Zoom call from the Dollar General parking lot.
And hey, there's plenty of those. So
I literally parked at the very back, like the back side on the end. And this homie at the end of my call rolls up, parks right next to me, opens the door, smoking a cigarette and staring at me like I'm the weird one. Out of all these parking spots, you're the weird one. Beside me. Okay?
Yeah, that's weird.
I parked here so you would not see me on this Zoom call, sir. So you're the problem, not me. I was annoyed. And then I went to the doctor, and then I went to work, and then it's just been
Did
crazy.
any of it not go the way you planned, though? Does that ever happen? And you kind of like have a minor freak out?
No.
Like, because sometimes if I have planned my day out and then...
Oh, I know. I've been with you and you were like, this didn't go. I'm like, well...
You're like, it's fine, Jessie. But, like, did it work out? And I'm like, yeah. But
you
I
ruined my mood.
Obsessed over, like, that
the
schedule
structure.
that I had. I spent so much time on it.
You're like, I thought about it for 3 weeks.
I thought, yeah, and I went to bed like knowing exactly how my day was going to look the next day, and I woke up and it did not go that way, and so I had to cope with that. But
Harvey is the exact same way as you. So then there's me, and I'm like, well, I don't know, maybe we could do this. You're like, whatever.
Chris is like, what's the big deal? And I'm like, what do you mean?
You're like, do you want to die today?
Yeah,
That's the big deal.
Wait a second.
You're like, we already dug your hole up at the cemetery.
That's like where they say the difference of like being mad and then like feeling rage. Like,
yeah,
I feel rage from my toes all the way to.
Can I tell you, I have genuinely not been mad. I truly had not been mad. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, that hurts my feelings, but like actually mad.
Yeah.
In the last 15 years, the only thing I can think of that made me mad was your child.
Which one? Oh,
Jake. Because we were playing a game of Wahoo.
I really wish that I could have seen that.
Harvey was...
I know it's bad when Harvey was
shocked. He was like, I've never seen her act this way. And we've been together for...
He said he thought it was funny. Because
yeah.
he's never seen you like that.
I literally...
He's like, I have never seen Mel get upset. Like...
I truly don't. I'm a very go with the flow person, or I'm just like, whatever. When I get like my feelings hurt, I get quiet. And it really ticks him off because he's like, what's wrong? What's the matter? And it's not that like I don't want to tell him like, hey, what you said, this upset me, and like have a conversation about it. But like, I know I have ovaries. Right? Like I have hormones and I have ovaries. So if something makes me upset, like I want to think about it And I will think about it, and I'll maybe talk to other people, or like I talk things out.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I want to see if I'm still upset about this in an hour, and then we'll circle back. But he's like, me quiet. He's like, this is weird. What's wrong? And I'm like, I don't want to talk about it.
Do you ever talk your conversations out in your head?
All the time, or I just out loud.
Yeah, I do that sometimes. My mom used to do that too. Like I remember we would be we would be like riding into town, or she'd be taking me to school, and she's like, I'm assuming she's in an argument with somebody, and she's trying to figure out what she's going to say, and she's like saying stuff over there like while she's driving, and I'm like,
Are you talking?
are you okay? Are you and I'm like in my teens, you know, like maybe 13 years old, and she's like, yeah, I'm fine. And I'm like, well, you're cussing somebody out over there. I don't know who it is.
Well, when I worked in retail, if I knew I was going to have a tough conversation with somebody, I would call like 5 or 6 of my other store managers and talk about it like a broken wheel, because I know I have no filter.
Yeah.
So if I did not play out the conversation out loud with another human being that was not that person, I was just going to say whatever the hell I was thinking, and that was either going to get me fired or punched in the face, or maybe both. So like I had to talk about it always.
I almost got fired one time because I told somebody over the phone that they needed to calm down. And that
And that ticked him off?
yeah.
That's
He
crazy.
was like, let me talk to your boss. I'm going to get you fired. I was like, well, unfortunately, he's not here today, but I can take the message and have him call you back on Monday.
I don't think telling somebody to calm down when they're getting aggressive
Yeah, he was really aggressive.
is not a bad thing. I had one time when I worked in the ghetto, I told this guy that he was being, I don't know, what did I say? It was something really stupid. I said like, well, you're getting aggressive with me, and like, we're just not going to have this conversation right now. Like, you need to, when you are not so upset, we'll circle back. But I'm not going to talk to you when you're this upset with me, right? Because like he was being so rude. He told me, he said, wow, you don't understand how intimidating that is to have a conversation with you. I said, thank you. Like, I've never been called intimidating in my life.
You're like, whoa.
I was like, what are you talking about? And I literally, he outweighed me by 150 pounds, and he was at least a foot taller than me. So I called my boss, and I was like, oh my God, am I intimidating? And she was like, no, he just doesn't want to talk to you.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? She was like, no, he just doesn't want to talk to you. But I was so excited. Like, I was like, this is a compliment.
Do you feel like you have RBF?
No. Do I?
Gosh.
I know you do.
I do. And it's awful. Like, did you hear that? Did you hear Thomas the Train?
Yeah, no.
Did you hear it?
I feel like I did that.
No, it was mine.
Oh. I just...
Yeah, I don't feel like you have RBF.
I don't
I think
either.
it's why, like, when we're walking on the trail and stuff at the lake.
And I'm like, hey, guys, how's it going? Everybody I see I talk to like this.
Me. Hey, good morning.
You're like,
and then I keep walking.
that's why nobody says hi back.
It's getting better.
Yeah, I don't think yours is that bad. But definitely, like, when you're thinking about something,
Yeah, you can.
your face is like, don't fuck with her.
And I'm like just going through my schedule that got ruined today, you know, trying to
You're like, I just am thinking about that doctor's appointment 3 weeks from now at 3 p.m. and how it's going to ruin my whole day and how I'm going to have
can't
to
do
do
anything until then.
Yeah, you're going to have to get extra stuff done that whole week because you have a doctor's appointment at 3 p.m.
Oh, it's embarrassing.
No, I'm glad you're on medication.
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say that?
Same. I mean, sure.
I
Why
just
not?
did.
I
I
need
can-
to let people know.
I can
like,
edit that out if I need to.
Maybe we should wait a couple weeks because people are like, wait, what do you want?
No, we're not going to. They don't. HIPAA.
Listen,
You know that the HIPAA people are
that needs
listening to
be
this
its
podcast.
that needs to be its own podcast in itself.
Yeah, we will do that in a few weeks.
Yeah. Well, we're just gonna start it as. I don't know if there's people out here that realize that, like, her and I can be talking and we jump from one subject to something else, and we just constantly do that, and we don't get mad at each other because.
And we'll circle back. But here's the
Yeah.
thing. You just said, I don't know if these people listen to our podcast. They know that we do that.
But,
What do you think this podcast is, Jessie?
but it's really bad when we go on our walks because, like, she'll say something and I'll think of something, and then that makes me lead to something else, and it's insane.
I said we should go live one day on our Instagram or Facebook. So if you are not following our Instagram or Facebook, please do. Because honestly, some of our views, we get enough views on Facebook that we could be like making money from it, but we don't have enough followers. We
just want love.
We have like 82 followers on Facebook. Wow.
Maybe we'll do a giveaway at 100.
Oh my gosh. I am working for somewhere where if we did a Nido giveaway, we actually would have thousands of followers.
Except we don't need kids following.
No, but parents would do that. I actually know a grown man, like a grandpa, who goes and buys all the Nidos. Like, he knows when the stores get their shipment, and then he sells them on eBay. So, like, today, I searched the Minecraft Nido.
Yeah.
And he is selling it on eBay.
For how much?
For $55. And he's already sold 3 this week.
You know, these things were a thing before they became the thing. Like, they've been around for a while.
Okay, when I worked at Justice, we would always have people coming in for the craziest stuff. Like, do you remember at one point there were these crazy bands? So it was a rubber band. Like, you would put it on your wrist, but when you would take it off, it would be the shape of a dog.
I just bought some for
But at one point,
Easter.
Those were like it. They were new. It was a thing. We would sell out of those. Monster High dolls, Beanie Boos.
Wait, do you remember the jewelry that was like the spikes? It was like the rubber, but it was, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What were those called?
I don't know. We didn't sell those because that's more Hot Topic than Justice.
I wore
I know, but I'm saying like,
and then do you remember the bracelets? Like, if you wore a certain color, they were like rubber, but if you wore a certain color, it like meant something.
No, I don't remember.
Oh,
what did it mean? You're not allowed to say?
No,
was it inappropriate?
Yeah, some of it was.
Somebody told me once, like, okay, never mind. I'm not going to say that. Should I say what I was thinking? It's not appropriate, but it's funny.
I mean, you can say it and then cut it out.
No, I'm just going to leave it on. It's fine.
Oh, you probably shouldn't say it.
You know what? This is what we'll do. We will go live one day at the lake. So follow us on Instagram and on Facebook. And I think I can figure out, but when we go live, you'll get to hear my really, you think I'm inappropriate now. Just wait till you hear me in real life when I don't edit this podcast. Which, think about that. If you listen to this podcast and you're like, you edit this? Because it doesn't sound like it. Okay, now let's get into today's story.
This is good.
Jessie had somebody submit a story, so she is going to tell me our small town shit story of the day. We're going to make this a little bit of a smaller episode, so I hope you guys are... we're already almost 20 minutes in, and we haven't even got to what we need to talk about, but I feel like that's actually good for us.
Yeah, truthfully.
Normally, we're like 37 minutes in. Like, a few weeks ago, I was like, we have 2 small stories. Never told the second story. Honestly, I can't even remember. I'll tell that story on our next episode, and that... we'll make it a little bit shorter. Yeah.
You put it in a list.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you'll remember because you'll be pissed off if you don't do it.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. So this is the person that wrote in, and it says, okay, so my ex-boyfriend got remarried after we broke up. His new wife already had a kid, and then they had 2 kids together. Eventually, they got
3 kids total.
Yeah, 3 kids.
I'm just making sure I'm following.
So eventually they got divorced.
Okay.
And now here's where it gets really weird. My ex-boyfriend's former stepdad is dating my ex-boyfriend's ex-wife.
What?
So the guy who used to be grandpa is now basically stepdad. And the kids who used to call him grandpa are now supposed to figure out what to call him. That's not a family tree anymore. That's a family pretzel.
Oh, not a family pretzel.
Explain that.
And like, I have to know, like, okay, let's say stepdad's name is Steve, right? And the other girl, the ex-wife, I'm just making names up here. Her name is Kim. So Kim and ex-boyfriend get a divorce, right? So like, how did Kim run into Steve and be like, you know what?
Yo,
I think I want some of that. Because that used to be your kid's grandpa.
Wait, what if that's why they got a divorce in the first place?
You know, you want to know some other small town stuff that I know? I've heard this story. I don't know these people. I'm going to put it out there. I do not know these people at all. But I know of a family that's sort of local that so there's a brother and a sister, and they are obviously married to other people, not their brother or sister, but so they're grown adults. They're grown adults. We live in Oklahoma, not in Arkansas. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stereotype you, Arkansas. You're probably actually cooler than Oklahoma. Anyways, but so the brother and sister, they're married off, they're grown adults, right? One day, the brother came home and found his brother-in-law sniffing his wife's underwear, like in her drawer, and was like, "What are you doing?" And that's when the brother-in-law spilled his guts that he has been having an affair with his wife. So
it's like really hard to track this stuff. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, wait a second.
So he came home, and his brother-in-law, his sister's husband, was sniffing his wife's panties. Oh my God. And then the brother-in-law admitted that he had been having an affair with his wife.
That is insane.
So he had to go tell first of all, he's got to figure out with his wife. Then he has to call his sister and be like, yo, not only is my wife cheating on me, but so is your husband, together. And then, this is a good thing. The good thing, I think, everybody got divorced, right? And they're remarried. But I'm like, what if the ex-brother-in-law and the ex-wife ended up getting married? Because they have kids together. Then they would all still have to go to the same functions, and that would be so awkward.
That's almost that. Okay, wait. I'm still like super concerned at the fact that he was sniffing the underwear.
And then he cried because he's like, I'm in love with your wife. What?
I would literally beat him. That goes back to the one episode where
I'm surprised that he didn't go to jail, because if my brother-in-law was doing some stuff, or my sister-in-law was doing something like that, and was like, that's what in the world?
That is crazy.
Yeah. Like it would be like if we came home and we found our sister-in-law like on your side.
Yeah.
Sniffing Chris's underwear and him being like, "Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm just in love with Chris. We've been having an affair."
That is so crazy.
Like, I don't even know. I'd be
like,
it would take me years to process that trauma, and I would never trust anybody again. So the fact that they're remarried and thriving is great. But crazy. So this story is, sorry, because I forgot about that story until you started talking about that. And I was like, oh.
Isn't that nuts? That's crazy.
That is crazy. What? How did Kim want Steve? How did that happen? Like, what? Like, imagine the situations we're in with our father-in-laws.
Here's the other thing, too.
Never, ever have I, like.
No. And not only that, but it's like, for the kids' sake. Like,
yeah.
Do you realize they're going to start a podcast one day about their trauma?
They're either going to, like, they for sure, all of them need therapy.
Or do you think that, like, they just were like, oh, absolutely, I agree with this?
No. Hell no. Imagine if you did that. Your kids would be like,
that is so crazy. That is, like, literally so
like
crazy.
The most, and, like, the fact that that they're dating. Like, maybe a drunk hookup. I don't even get that. But to continue the relationship?
Yeah, and then, like,
that is...
Like, do you think they're taking family pictures and stuff together? This is my stepdad who was formerly...
This is my new dad. He used to be Poppy. We don't call him that anymore.
We don't call him that anymore.
He doesn't like it. Do not call him Poppy.
So, like, and this, like, makes me wonder, like, how old the kids are. Like,
are they little? That would be so confusing if they were little. But even... I feel like I don't know what's worse, a little kid being confused, or like, imagine Corbin and Jake. Like, they rage baby now, and I don't even do anything bad.
Yeah, I know.
Like, would they even want, like, would your kids want to see you?
I don't know.
You know what we haven't
even... That would
be
so
You know what we haven't even thought about? The guy's mom, who her husband left her.
Yeah, I know.
For her daughter.
Her used-to-be daughter-in-law.
So then, like... What if grandma is a petty bitch and every time she sees her grandkids, she's like, well, how's Steve? Like, what? Yeah, how's he doing?
How's Steve?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm hoping he burns in hell. I have a voodoo doll in the closet and it hasn't worked yet. I've been poking that heart, waiting for him to have a heart attack. That old geezer.
Like, it's just so, it's
It's
so wrong all the way around.
So wrong.
Like,
People, we need to know your family pretzel stories. Not a family tree, your family pretzel.
Yeah, how many, and it's salty.
Oh my gosh, I cannot. They can't have family reunions anymore.
Maybe that's where they,
They had the family reunion at the Elks Lodge and had one too many margaritas.
that is just so crazy to me. I mean, I hope that they're okay.
They're not. They're not. There's no way.
That's just so wild. Like, I can't, like wrap my head around.
Yeah, there's no freaking way.
Maybe they're from Arkansas.
Maybe they are. Maybe this writer is from Arkansas. I'm so sorry.
It will forever be family pretzel.
Why do we think people from Arkansas are inbreds?
I don't
Why
know.
is that a
People say
thing?
that about Tennessee, though, too.
Oh, I've just heard anybody I've ever heard talk about like people who do that. Maybe it's because in the state of Arkansas it's not illegal.
Do we need to look it up?
I think we should. What states?
We have a friend from Arkansas.
What states is incest legal?
Oh,
You're gonna.
I do not want that on my phone.
The police are gonna raid our house.
I don't know if I want to search that on my phone. I don't want that on my phone.
Your algorithm's about to be real weird. Your TikToks are gonna be like,
Well,
I'm marrying my cousin. I've actually seen videos like that, like people marrying their first cousin.
They would be like, but it's not my. They would use the excuse of, well, it's not my first cousin, it's my fourth.
I have seen videos on the internet that people are like, I'm marrying my first cousin, and I don't know why people think it's so weird. Well, when your kid comes out with his foot on his forehead, you're gonna think it's weird too.
He'd be one hell of a soccer player.
That's so funny. Now Jesse's like, well, if anything happens to me or Chris, I'm gonna go after my cousin so I can have a good soccer player.
They have to have skill, though. If they don't know how to use it.
If you have a foot on your forehead, you better know what the hell you're doing.
All I think about is the Toy Story movie where the guy always takes the dolls apart.
Oh, the potato head?
No, the next door neighbor.
Oh, Sid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a Sid in your life? Did you have a Sid at school?
I didn't. Like, I can't think of one for me as a kid. I mean, I switched school.
It actually says that marriage and sexual relations between first cousins are legally permitted in 19 states and Washington, D.C. Duh. Okay, wait. So I don't know why they get that rep because they're not even on the list.
Arkansas's not on the list?
No. I've always heard inbred is Alabama, not Arkansas.
See, I've just always heard Arkansas. Maybe it's because I live around here. I don't know.
You can legally marry your first cousin in the following jurisdictions without facing a criminal prosecution. So, for anybody...
But who's thinking their cousin's looking super hot
and you don't want to go sniff their panties
at Christmas. No, shoot your shot.
And then pack your bags because you're going to have to move to Alabama, California.
California, they're so woke. You would think that they...
I don't know.
Maybe that's why.
Probably.
Maybe they're so woke they know their first cousin's hot.
Colorado, that's because they're all high. Okay.
Whoa.
Florida's
crazy. They have the craziest stories from Florida.
Georgia.
Okay.
Hawaii.
Oh, well, they don't have a lot of people there, so that makes sense.
Maryland.
Okay, Maryland. All right.
Massachusetts.
Really? Those are like...
Yeah, I know. I would think that too.
Like...
But it's kind of weird. New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina. There's a trend here.
Okay.
Rhode Island, South Carolina, Tennessee, Vermont, and Virginia. So it's all up in that.
Do you know what it is? I bet those people don't ever have anybody marry their first cousin, so they just haven't got rid of the law yet.
So this says that in Maine, allowed if couple... So these are other states that also allow it. And it says allowed if the couple obtains a physician's certificate of genetic counseling.
Because they don't want the foot on the forehead.
They're like, just to let you know, if you have a baby with their cousin,
this is what's going to
this
happen.
is
Well, because
what's gonna happen.
it can be
And
really bad.
Do you think they have to sign papers?
I'm sure they do.
Maybe they just don't want kids, though.
I don't know. You're messing around with your first cousin. You're a weirdo. You probably think you're going to be a good parent.
In Arizona, Illinois, Indiana, Utah, and Wisconsin, generally restricted unless the applicants are over a certain age. But it has to be 55 to 65, usually over that age.
Imagine your papa is like, you know what? Your grandma died, and I think Aunt Linda's looking pretty hot.
Or it says, oh, here it is. This is why. It says they have to, it says, or, did you hear Thomas Train again?
No, I'm just...
You'll have to go back and listen. But it says, or they have to prove that they're infertile. Like, that they can't. Did you hear it? Oh my gosh.
So, but literally, so Papa could be like at Senior Citizens.
Damn it.
And ran into good old Aunt Linda.
Barbara Jean done passed away.
I
knew I liked her sister better.
not even her sister. Like, what is... It would be his cousin.
Yeah, never mind.
At least
That's the other story we were talking about.
right. Yeah, that's crazy.
So
Okay.
it says in the majority of the U.S., first cousin marriage and incest between closer relatives are considered felonies and carry significant prison time. So Arkansas is not even on here. I don't know why they get such a...
Okay, well, I take it back. Everything I said about you Arkansas people, I take it back. But that,
oh my
I
gosh.
think...
And then it even says, they talk about like the percentage. Like the percentage of what the like parent offspring 50%, full siblings 50%.
Full siblings.
Oh,
We gotta stop. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up now because we're about to go
on this.
We gotta wrap this up because we're about to go down a bad rabbit hole. Not Pawpaw and Aunt Linda.
Go ahead and shuffle out that deck of relatives.
That's right. It's like a tarot card reader. Have you ever seen those people?
Oh yeah,
But they're like, you know what? I'm gonna just put my luck. Should I go with my cousin?
do you remember the Uno game, the newest one? I don't know why I just thought about this,
No.
but I feel like that's what's happening.
They're
They're
just
like,
picking a relative.
yeah, but the Uno game where you put it was like our Uno that we grew up with was just the deck of cards, but
Yeah.
then they had an upgraded version, and I had this game. It was fun, but you would put the cards in the thing, and then like when you needed a new card or something, I don't remember exactly the rules, but you'd push this button, and sometimes they just shoot out like 10 cards at one
They're
time.
just shooting their shot. These old people.
They're like, listen,
You know what?
she's making a lot of money.
Or they live in a small town. They don't have anybody else to go out. So they go to senior
Maybe
citizens.
they're after money.
I mean, I want a sugar daddy. Don't you?
Yeah, but I don't want it to be my cousin or my brother. That's disgusting.
Well, then, think that's just... Think if it's your cousin or your brother, that just makes you a mooch, not a sugar baby.
Like,
Right? Okay, you got it. Gotta wrap this up. Okay.
till next time.
Send us all your stories.
Hopefully they're as good as this.
Yeah, this was a good one. Have a great day.
See ya.
Bye.